Hi there everybody, and welcome to my new video for Against the Storm. This one is a patch rundown of the new Fox patch that is up ahead of us. So I was lucky enough to get to play it before its release, and I'm going to talk about what the Foxes can do, what's the fuzz about them, what are their drawbacks, what are their advantages, all these things. And I'm also going to talk about what patch has in store for us beyond the foxes, because that's not all. It's a pretty cool larger one. So let's get started with the foxes. So we finally have a new species. We've all been waiting for it, and the foxes, well, I'm going to go into the encyclopedia first. They are quite special. So first off, let's talk about the attributes. They come with a pretty low base resolve. It's just as low as the harpies base resolve and the lizards, and they also are not too resilient, so they have the same rating as beavers, which means their resilience or resolve level will drop really fast to the actual level. So they are quite demanding insofar as you start with a low resolve and you feel the impact of that really quick, but there's good things. I just want to get over the decadency here. That is, well, they are not that well fit for reputation gain, you know? Check out Harpies, their decadency rating is way lower. And in a nutshell, decadency defines how fast the need of more resolve grows when you start earning reputation with them. The hunger tolerance of them is pretty low, so I really must say they don't take too many shots here. So hunger is one of their weaker blows. So the maximum amount of hunger stacks a species can withstand. So basically, when they have 2 hunger stacks, they die. So that's in case you didn't know. The break interval is with 2 minutes on the longer side, so they are well, more enduring workers. But their really special traits are in their kit themselves. So first off, what I really want to mention, the foxes start out with a low base resolve, but here we have hostility 2, and they have no impact from that because they are naturally immune against hostility from the forest. That's right. They still will get the debuff from the storm. The looming darkness one still affects them, but therefore they only suffer like 66% of the entire pressure of the hostility. So that means while they are a little bit worse off than the harpies in terms of their demands grow faster, decadency, but due to the fact that they don't feel hostility, it might be that you can actually crank out nice numbers of reputation with them still. So now let's talk about the other cool things. So their special ability is they are skilled scouts. That means they speed up glade events. So every one of these fine young people gives you a 5% speed up in the working time of that event. I find that one of the really most magnificent little things that they can do, because the higher the difficulty levels, the higher the timers, and you know, getting that stuff done faster is a huge power up, and alone that is really cool. Combine that with their hostility immunity, these guys are naturally born adventurers. So beyond that, they like to work with rainwater, so every building that has a rainwater specialization makes them happy. So if you have to store them during the storm or something like that, that's where you find them. There's drawbacks, of course. Let's talk drawbacks beyond the low hunger resilience. Their housing. It's I don't know if that'll stay like that, but currently we have to pay 4 planks and 2 crystallized dew. So, you know, that's pretty brutal. They are the first species needing metal, you know, actual metal to get their houses built. And yeah, pretty hard. That will make it, again, harder to farm reputation with them. But I personally see them as glade event resolvers in a really meaningful way. Beyond that, well, I don't have that much playtime experience with them, but I think I really like them. They have a really cool new mechanic, and people that get these glade events resolved faster Man, I can't dig that, because the higher difficulty levels, you really, really want these guys. So let's talk about the needs real quick. There's a couple of new things. Porridge, for example. I want to talk about that in a minute when I get into the other things this patch introduces. So they also come as a species that has 3 different types of services. So I do see a lot of potential to use them even for a reputation gain mechanic due to this. This is really powerful to have 3 different services, but also costly, therefore a risky strategy. The risk-free part about them is that they are excellent adventurers. Their food stuff, well, the pickled goods are a little bit hard to acquire, but porridge and skewers are really easy to produce, all in all. So let's see where it'll get us. So can't wait to see them fully introduced into the game. I didn't play them too much on experimental because, you know, I don't unlock anything here and there's everything unlocked right from the get-go. That doesn't really make me too motivated beyond understanding how they work. I hope you guys understand that. So that's all I have to say for now for the foxes. They really look cool, and I think they will see some rebalancing, I bet. We won't see these numbers that we saw will for sure not be the final numbers, but let's see where this will lead us. I'm really excited about the new mechanics. Alright, so let's talk about the rest of the patch real quick. There's a new food, as you already saw. There's porridge. Oh, wrong button. So porridge is a new complex food, but a relatively simple complex food. So let's get on over there and talk about it in the encyclopedia. So porridge is being made in one of the new buildings, beanery among those. So field kitchen, that's one that we had already before. It got the recipe for the porridge added. So it has a 4th recipe now. Just wanted to mention here porridge. You can make it really quite simply. It's just water and some grain. I really like that recipe. The introduction of that will change a lot in the field of food stockpile stuff. And it's also worth mentioning porridge is replacing jerky in the preferred things among the humans. I find that very fitting, you know. Jerky versus porridge. What sounds more like a human treat? I know what I'd say. So that's porridge in a nutshell. You can make it in various new buildings, and that's the beanery. The beanery also doubles up as a crystallized dew producer, which is now more important than ever. Basically, this is a building that you want for your foxes. And we also got the distillery. The distillery offers us porridge, wine, and barrels, so that's a pretty nice one too. It's also a rainwater related building. And then we got the tea house. So the tea house is another one. So there's tea. We talk about tea in a minute. That's the next thing on my list. So another building for porridge production. So you see, we got that porridge topic covered here. So tea. Tea will replace cosmetics because cleanliness is no longer a thing. It's now treatment. Treatment can be acquired in all, or can be fulfilled in any building that had cleanliness before. And we have a new service building here, the tea doctor. So tea transforms into treatment. Harpies and foxes want that stuff because they are more afflicted by the blight rot, obviously. I don't know. That's just the thing. And the new bonus from the tea doctor, I really like that. You get global resolve for complex food consumed, of course added retroactively. So this is a really powerful little thing, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. Especially the passive perk sounds really cool, giving you a extra bonus for exotic for complex food, making the tea doctor extremely interesting even if you don't have any of these currently available. Just that passive effect alone is majestic. So, what's still there? There's a couple of little shifts that I probably miss one of them. The harpies, for example, now like clothing. Can you imagine? They are no longer lacking brawling, but they're lacking clothing now. I really dig that. And I think there was one thing that I forgot. I know that I forgot something, but it was a minor change. What is a bigger change is, whoopsie, I didn't mean to go, is that every species now receives a passive ability. Passive abilities work like that. They trigger whenever you have the first person of that species hitting town. So basically you either start with that when you have different species right from the get-go, or you pick them up over the course of the game. So humans reveal patches of fertile soil, which is massive. I love that. I was looking for fertile soil so often in my gameplays. I was really pleased when I saw that. Beavers give you one extra available trade route or trade offer in the neighboring towns. So that means we get more different options, you know. Usually you just get two at the beginning, and here the beavers added a third one. Pretty cool stuff, but I don't know how that really plays out. It's probably stronger than I imagine right now. The lizards come with 10 tools, which is... wow, I love you. Bringing tools, always amazing. The foxes uncover one geyser right next to you. Pretty cool stuff as well, because, you know, rainwater is quite prevalent these days. And the harpies come with 50 coats. I like that, and so far, as now harpies need coats, and harpies were very, very prone to get a very low resolve at the beginning of the game. Basically, when they entered your settlement, they often came with a very low resolve, and there was a really high risk of them migrating away without you really having much agency about that, because the only thing you would be able in the early game would be favor them, and you know, therefore I really like that one, although it feels a little bit underwhelming. Maybe you get 50 for 50 coats as a higher number to catch it up. I don't know. Probably we'll see some rebalancing of these numbers as well. Can't tell for sure yet, but that sums it up. I know that I forgot one swap between the preferences there, but I forgot to make me a note, so feel free to add that into the comment section. And if you hear that thunder and lightning, that's not from the game, that's right here. It started to do that once I started recording that video. Isn't that nice? So my friends, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you're looking forward to this as much as I do. And leave me your comments down below, and of course a thumbs up would be wildly appreciated. And feel free to subscribe. I'd be delighted if you did so. That's a really, really cool way of supporting the channel without you needing anything more than a mouse click. Hit the bell button if you want to stay updated with all the new stuff that I publish, and beyond that, again, thanks for watching this. You went with me through the ad roll. That's amazing. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.